State had 17 against Golden State on Monday. That's a Warriors turnover. Highland behind the back. And that goes by Kuminga. He pulled a little 2022 Smitty. A Smitty with some spice.
Here it is, Bones Highland. Looks like he's bringing it back out. Takes it right to the rim, left-handed.
With 7 seconds to go. He missed it. Loose ball. Bridges has it. They got to go. It's Payne. Johnson for the win. Oh! Cam time.
Down the three. That was just outstanding execution by the Phoenix Suns, knowing that they had no timeout.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Double Dribble podcast. I'm Destin.
I'm Drew.
And this week, we'll be going over our plays of the week. Our players of the week. We'll also be talking some net Sixers. And we'll also be going into the play-in tournament. So you can start us off with your players of the week, Drew, if you like.
All right, so this week, my dime of the week for this week is this play from this Miami Heat and Cleveland Cavalier game. This was just classic Rondo right here. Yeah. And let me show y'all this right here from the baseline. Ridiculous play right here. Bounce pass right across the baseline, right behind Dwayne Dedmon. He finds Evan Mobley, who finishes over top. Oh, and that was a strong finish too. But no, that was nice. This also, like I said, this also reminds me, and also in this game, Mobley actually had a pretty good game. He had I think he had 19 and 12, and now he's been playing the center position now because Jared Allen's out for who knows how long. Had that, I think he had a fracture in his finger or something, and so he could be out for a while. I think Bam gave him 30 and 15 or something like that on the other end. But and what's funny is, remember I said Bam is a player who I think that he could possibly. I think that's his ceiling. Yeah. I think he was going up against that dude. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, so that's my dime of the week. I just actually remember. I forgot something. Got to show you the shirt real quick. So let me see what you think. Do you know what moment this is from? What moment is this?
I literally. Damn, that's when that's the Team USA. Vince Carter dunked over that. He cleared him. Dunked over that 7-footer. I don't know what country. Teabag, but really.
Yeah, that was it was.
Where you get all these shirts from, man? I need some of them.
Frederick Weiss from it was France, USA France in 2002 Sydney Olympics. But yeah, nah.
Yeah, we get these NBA player moment shirts from. I need some of them.
I'm gonna let you know later.
All right. So my dime of the week is gonna come from Youngin out in Detroit, my boy Cade. Well, one thing that kind of helps players with that passing is their ability to score as well. The defender, he's been hot this game. The defender playing him kind of close, and he was able to fake one way on the screen, get back around. He draw two right there. Tristan Thompson had to help.
Oh dang!
Attacking the Bulls in the paint. Right. Yeah, he got my boy Ayo right there, touching earth. But that's what happens when you play defense. That gonna happen to you. But so yeah, he drew Levine in. Tristan Thompson was in there. DeRozan was in there. He was triple team, and Cade, he's a gifted passer, but he's not short either. He's kind of like a big point guard, so he was able to make this one hand pass out to Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey can snipe that, but just his awareness. He plays the game kind of like a vet, and he's just so he's young already. I mean, sometimes he makes rookie mistakes, which is expected, but just had awareness.
Now his playmaking, it's already
Yeah, he has like great IQ. You know, the winners to get that pass out there and right on time, right in the pocket for the shot. That was tough. I like that one.
That wasn't just a dime. That was like great playmaking all around. Broke down the defense, got into the paint, drew in the triple team, not even a double team, and then hit the dude in the corner. Oh, that was nice. Yeah. My offensive player of the week this week is going to be yeah. I'm pretty sure you probably have an idea what player this is going to be. Hold up.
Yeah, I know what it's going to be.
Hold up. Let me get past this.
Yeah, my man's dirty, man.
Oh, man. Like I said, even this surprised me. Like, I know Eric has, he has something in his bag. But man. LeBron actually made that better than what it was. Like, LeBron gave him more than what he actually deserved. Because it was like a nice fake, but oh, man. I can't.
Yeah, that was
like, he did like a little hard dribble to right. And then he did a little extra fake. I don't even think LeBron saw the extra fake that he did. Did he? I'm tripping right now. Oh, I thought he did. Oh, no. He did see the fake. Oh, no. But so now that's my offensive player of the week by Eric Gordon. Yeah, please, somebody trade for him.
He did. He did my boy daddy right there. I ain't gonna cap. But yeah. So my offensive player of the week is really just not necessarily really like it was a play, but it's something I like to see because I don't like when like players like try to protect their field goal percentage and like if you have any opportunity to give your team like the lead or give your team an advantage some type of way, just do it. And I really like this because like it's only 4 seconds left. New Orleans, they were already down 8. And the ball was stripped. Brandon Ingram just picked it up. He could have just held on to the ball, let it go to halftime. Nobody would have said nothing. But instead, he threw it up, and you never know. And you can make it. So that 8-point halftime deficit turns into a 5-point. Where if he didn't shoot it, he would have had no chance of cutting into that lead. And they almost won this game, actually, but it ended up going to overtime. But if they ended up winning this game, because it did come down to the wire, that was something that was like extremely important. And you look back on, you like, you know who Brandon Ingram is. We know he can shoot the ball. We know he can score the ball. So you look at a shooting percentage, that's not gonna really not really give a testament to how good you are. Just throw it up, man. Like
you mentioned that actually. Yeah, you actually mentioned that. Reminded me of I remember Shane Battier, right?
Yeah.
So Battier, like very high IQ player, makes the right play, very good elite perimeter defender throughout his career. And I'll never forget one of the things that he was notorious for. It was like the one thing he even admitted this, like he publicly admitted this. It was the one thing he did that was selfish, that he knew like he did his whole career. And that was exactly what you just mentioned. He would never shoot that shot, that half-court shot. He purposely would wait till like a second after the horn end, and then he would throw it up. Yeah. And he did that he literally did that like his whole career.
If you watch players do that.
Yeah, and so like I always kill me that like he actually like admitted it too though, which is funny.
And I get it a little bit because some players they have like incentives in their contract, like if they shoot this percentage from the field, from 3 or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if him was like 40% from 3 or 39% from 3 or some shit. And he's like, oh no.
and then they'll get like a bonus or something like that. So, I mean, I get that aspect of it, but
that's why they should low key. They shouldn't even do bonuses like that. Like I understand, or it shouldn't be like It's got to be something else. Maybe amount made or something. I don't know. But like doing it by percentages like that, you can get players doing some selfish shit.
For real. So yeah, that's why that's my player of the week, because I like to see players who can do whatever it takes really to get their team to win. They don't care about a shooting percentage or something like that.
And every once in a while, you might be rewarded for it. So yeah,
exactly.
My defensive player of the week, and this is from actually the Nets Sixers game, and yeah, that if we're gonna even call that a game, I guess we can call that a game. but yeah, it's this play right here. So this defense on hard. He drives. You got Claxton covering up, and then it's not run back. But Claxton was coming out on the perimeter, and then you had James Johnson. Then now you have Patty Mills and James Johnson double teaming him on the corner. Look at him, just like giving him no space, no air. Look at him, just frustrated. That's the type of night it was for Harden. Man was like
Reggie
3
Miller.
for 7.
Reggie Miller makes it no better. He talking about wow.
Yeah, that was like they were trying to like basically put clamps, literal clamps on him. Like there, what the hell? Like this was but they had a really good game plan. Yeah, they had a really good game plan. They were kind of like letting Harden get to the rim, and then they would send a second defender and try and kind of like trap him in the paint. He missed
and it was cutting off a lot of his passing angles too.
Yeah, he didn't really get any like clean drives. Even like that floater that he gets, he got maybe like one like good look at one, and he smoked it. But I think he was like 3 for 7 from 3 in that game, and he was 0 for 10 from 2
in the paint on twos.
0 for 10, and it was I think he had like one midi that like he missed. That was like, but he was like all the like 9 just bricks and like brick and layups, but it was like heavily contested a lot of those drives. And this was just like you could see that the rest of the Sixers also didn't really know what to do, because everyone was terrible in that game. They were all missing shots from everywhere. The only person that really like was putting pressure on the defense was Embiid, but just getting the free throw line. But yeah, it was not the game people were expecting. We can say that for sure. We'll see what happens if they. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But anyways, that's my defensive play of the week.
Okay, and my defensive play of the week is going to come from a team, the Celtics. They're like the number 1 defensive team in the league. And yesterday, they kind of had a tough time guarding the Pistons through the first 3 quarters. But I believe in the fourth quarter, the Pistons only scored like 11 points. 13. They had a shot right with 1 second left in the game. But they really strapped it up in the fourth quarter. And this moment right here.
Yeah, I thought they were about to lose to Detroit again, because remember, Detroit ended their previous streak. And so it was looking like that for a second.
So you can see how they're playing like the pick and roll. The pick and roll isn't just a 2-man effort. It's whoever is kind of on that strong side of the ball. So you got Pritchard and Horford. Pritchard fights over the screen. Tatum bumps Olynyk. So Horford's able to get back. The ball swings to Tatum's man. Tatum and Horford can switch that screen because Horford is able to switch out onto perimeter guys, and Tatum is big enough to guard Horford's man, which is Olynyk. The ball, there isn't much movement because the Celtics, they just have the other side of the court locked up as well. They are able to help each other out and recover out to shooters. They communicate very well to get the switches right, and then they get a steal. And that's what the whole fourth quarter kind of looked like for the Celtics, because they just said, nah, the Pistons aren't beating us this week. And they really put the clamps on them in this fourth quarter.
No, that was nice.
All right, so my player of the week this week is gonna be my boy, as I like to call him, Jay Smooth, Jason Tatum. He's just been a flat out beast. Some say he's kind of pushing his way into the MVP conversation. I think it's a little too late for that, but he's definitely been like the main reason for the turnaround that Boston have put together so far in their season.
Yeah. And their rotation, they changed their rotation.
They did. They made some trades, but it starts with him because he's their best player, and he was playing well this season, like all-star caliber, but his efficiency wasn't really there, particularly from three. But man, he just been picking it up, and it started like on Sunday it didn't start Sunday, but for this week, he gave the Nets 54, if I'm right. He gave them 54, and then...
And he was going head-to-head. I mean, well, not really head-to-head, not literally head-to-head against KD. KD didn't really want to check in that game.
They were kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, they were going back and forth.
But Tatum, he just, especially in the fourth quarter, he just kind of took off. He had like 8 threes.
It was very reminiscent of the playoff game last year.
Mm-hmm.
That one game they won, he dropped 50. And
he dropped 50. Yeah, that was, and he's just such a talented scorer. And then they played Charlotte a couple nights later. He gave them 44. Just smooth. Like the way he gets his buckets, he gets to his spot, his sidestep. He can finish on you. He can score on all 3 levels. And then last night against Detroit, 31 again. Just been a monster. Over the past 3 games, he giving you 43 a game, 6 boards, 55% from the field, and 48% from 3. I just like, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be him and Luka. Like they're gonna run the league. That's my opinion. From like in the years to come, it's gonna be their 2 league. Now I think Luka is a step ahead of him right now, but I think Tatum is still getting better. And we saw this from him last year around this time when it's getting close to the playoff time. And this when you want to play your best ball, and he started to go crazy. He was scoring 50, 60 in the play-in game. In the play-in game, I think he dropped 50. If I'm
on the
mistaken.
Wizards. Yeah.
So he just, he's becoming. I think it's only a select few superstars, but he is becoming a superstar. And man,
he's
nobody
like,
wants to see that.
Yeah, before this year, I said he was like right on the cusp. I'm still like, I think he's still right on borderline for me.
Yeah. I want to see them win a playoff series, and I want to see him like take him there. Even though he's did it in the past, but he's never been this good and did it. I think last year
he's been a good player, but like not like he hasn't been like a superstar in the playoffs or anything.
Yeah. Last year he was this good. He just had to play Brooklyn in the first round. That was just the case. But he was still a beast. But if he can win a playoff series, that would be huge. And Jaylen Brown, he's been there, but even when he had to miss some games or miss a game because of like an ankle injury, or Jason Tatum, he's just been unstoppable, and he does it on both ends too. He's not just a one-end type player. He'll guard your best player. He'll block a shot. He's like big. He's like 6'8", 6'9", and it's just a joy watching him play. He's just so smooth, dog. So that's why I just call him Jay Smooth. But yeah, that's my player of the week.
Yeah, this is not really, this is somewhat related, but another reason why they had so much success recently as well is Rob Williams. That dude is, he's actually stepped up a lot. He's developed into like probably a top 10 center now in the league.
I think that's very one of my debatable.
Yeah, one of my friends was actually arguing with me. He was trying to tell me that he should be defensive player of the year, or he should be in the conference. Like he should be like one of the like leading candidates. And
I think he's very underrated.
Yeah, like by the numbers, he actually
award.
has some. Yeah, he has some argument for it, but
because he's really like the anchor of their defense, and he's gonna block some shots. He's gonna grab some tough rebounds.
Yeah, what's working against him is he doesn't have any of the name recognition yet, and he's still like a really young player. So.
But like if you watch Rob throughout the year, you can tell he's gonna become what he is, and I think he still has room to grow as well.
Like I don't know if a lot of people remember this that playoff game. I think it was against the Nets. I want to say it was the second game. It was the first or second game. Like it was like relatively close. And he had like 10 blocks. He was actually playing really well.
He did.
The Celtics came out and they were actually leading. Like I want to say like the first half of the game. Like they actually might maybe we're gonna steal it. And then of course
he was sending. I remember that.
Yeah. And so like that was kind of like he was kind of showing it in the playoffs this year. What there's some of the potential he has that he's been living up to this year.
Yeah.
My player of the week. This week is going to be that boy Jalen Green, who's finally starting to get it together.
Yeah,
I think since All-Star break, he's actually not since All-Star break, since before All-Star break, so like the whole month of February up till now, he's averaging 18, 48% from the field, 38% from three, and he's been doing it consistently. Like he's not just like a hot game here and then a couple of trash performances. Now he's been consistently dropping around 20 points a game.
Yeah.
And what I love about the way he's playing, it's not just his confidence. I remember and I mentioned this to you in passing, but after the last game, so after we beat your Lakers, he had his career high, 32 points, which he had originally had he had his original career high, like his third game of the year against Boston. And everyone was like, oh, like, damn. Like, I remember when I saw that, like, it was like, he was like on a really short list. It was like the youngest player. It was one of those silly stats. But it had it was like a LeBron type stat from when LeBron was young, where it was like, oh, he was the youngest player to drop this and, whatever, this many days into his life or something like that. So it was, it had Kobe, it had Jalen Green, it had Jordan. And Jalen Green, he passed Kobe and Jordan. He was the youngest player to drop 30 points in like NBA history or whatever. It was originally it was Kobe, I think, then Jordan, and then now it's Jalen Green. He dropped when he dropped 30 against Boston. Of course, he was inconsistent as hell after that, and then he got injured, missed like a month and a half. Yep, and then came back, and you could see that he just like he was not adjusted to the speed of the game, and he's starting to kind of you could see the game is slowing down for him when he's going into his dribble moves. He's going into those mid-range shots. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him, like shooting off the dribble, especially in the mid-range area now.
Yeah,
he's doing it
he's not forcing it. He letting everything come to him, and that's a good sign. Like you see from rookies, like as you pointed out in the previous episode, how that happened with Anthony Edwards. I remember watching Steph Curry as a rookie, and how in the second half of the season he just became a monster. I remember him battling with Kobe, and it's good to see how, and that's how like they're growing, like they're studying film, finding new ways to get better. I mean, their body still has to adjust to the NBA and playing NBA ball for 82 games. That's why sometimes you see injuries, but yeah, it's been very good to see Jalen Green step it up. And
he had this. He had a very. I don't know if you saw any of the Memphis game, but like you could tell, like him and Ja, they're really cool. I think they go back. They've been friends for some years. You could tell like he took that challenge. Like he was trying to show something in that game because there was moments in the game where he was trying to go at Ja. You could see it, and so I like that he had that that mentality. He had a really nice step back, he did like a little left to right crossover, hezzy, and then into a step back mid range. That was really nice.
That's kind of to like seal the game.
Yep. And after he hit like a ridiculous shot in the corner, he hit like this fall away buzzer beater corner three. and which kind of reminded me of that DeRozan shot. I think DeRozan hit a shot like that. I think it was against the Bulls versus the Wizards, where I think DeRozan hit like a buzzer beater like that earlier this year, like maybe a month ago.
He sure did. Yeah.
That was to win the game.
Caught it and pump faked and yeah.
So that was really nice, and then like to go against the Lakers. I mean, obviously it's not going up against LeBron. LeBron's on the other team, but it's not like he was like necessarily cooking LeBron or something. He hit a few he hit a few jumpers over him, but it was mostly
it's still good to see how like some players they when LeBron's on the other side they'll kind of freeze up, but he like stepped up and he.
What I like is that when they asked him, you could tell that he's young and he has no filter. They asked him after the game, they're like, so like how are you having so much success? And he's like, oh, the game plan was
Melo.
He's like, the game plan was like, all right, target Melo, put Melo in actions, go at Melo. And you can literally see it. If you go like watch the highlights back, I mean, he was cooking Austin Reeves a decent amount in that game too. Like I
think Austin Reeves played decent defense, but
he was just making shots. But like you could see the Melo when they got Melo switched on to him, it was like he wasn't even there. Yeah. So no, that was funny to me.
And I think he really got the scoring going for them in overtime that game.
Yeah, I forgot about that. They had I think they said that was the highest score in overtime this season. Like the Rockets, I think they had like 19 in OT. Yeah, and what was
some threes? He was driving.
One of the things that did make me upset. So like before last night's game, because they played Dallas last night and they got clapped. But before last night's game, he was consistently averaging a decent amount of shots. I mean, I think he was averaging like the past week. He was like averaging 24, 4 and 4 on 53, 38 from the 53 from the field and 38 from three. That's really good efficiency in just the past week. And then last night we got Silas out here, which I have a problem with what he's doing right now, but he only played him 26 minutes and he took 11 shots. After he he just dropped his career high. A couple nights before he dropped his career high. How is he going to come out there and only take 11 shots and play 26 minutes? Don't even make any sense.
I don't know what that was about.
And that was the least amount of shots that he shot in the past, I don't know how many games. Past 10 games.
Before All-Star break.
Yeah. So I don't even I really don't understand. And it was he took only 11 shots, KPJ only took 11 shots. And they all played 26, 25. I'm like, it's just a straight up. Were y'all trying to tank this game or what's going on?
I don't know. Maybe so, because it's like you want to see your young players grow and improve, but at the same time, you want the best odds at this point in the season. You want the best odds for that.
Yeah, I mean, we're really close in the odds right now. I think it's us, Detroit, and what was the other team? Was it Orlando right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jalen Green, that's my player of the week. And now we're going to move into some current events going on in the NBA right now.